Hello, everyone. I'm Ho too, and welcome to the second part of a God and Liberty series in Liberty Quadrilogy. In the previous section, the understanding of the first type of liberty mainly stems from identity politics. They tend to view politics with the naked eye. Politicians usually tell a portion of the people that their liberty is oppressed by others based on popular ideologies in society. And the simplest way to distinguish and reinforce such oppression based on color, ethnicity, religion, belief, wealth, gender, or even sexual orientation. So, if you care about politics and hear some debates, you can always find out some issues from the news. In general, left-wing individuals oppose or attack opponents with the simplest and easiest words, such as he is racist, has antisocial personalities, anti-DEI, or he is homophobic, Islamophobic, anti-feminist, and they support the wealth. Generally, the mainstream media also attacks their political opponents in this way. The second type of liberty is the understanding of liberty by Anglo-American conservatives, who no longer view the world with the naked eye but with their hearts. All men are created equal, with the right of life, liberty, and pursuit of happiness, which does not change due to other external conditions of a person. Therefore, Anglo-American conservatives usually attack their political opponents based on ideology, such as he is an anti-Christian, he is anti-American, he is a communist, he is a socialist, he is an Islamic extremist. This concept of liberty is not achieved overnight, but it depends gradually with the understanding of God. Therefore, the second liberty is inseparable from belief in God for four main reasons. First, God is axiom of a society. With the reformation of Protestantism, God as an axiom of a society plays an important role in Protestant civilizations. In natural science and philosophy, scientists always have certain axioms and then build a whole system based on those axioms. Euclid built Euclidean geometry based on 5 axioms, and modern society is fundamentally inseparable from geometry. Newton established classical mechanics based on 3 laws of motion, and then accurately predict the motion of objects and planets, leading to various modern machinery and spacecraft. Similarly, the social science also need such axioms. In Protestantism, the axioms are God exists, He is righteous and perfect. How should humanity build a fair and just society to honor God? So from the beginning of the 10 Commandments to the Magna Carta in England, the Glorious Revolution, and then the Mayflower Compact, Puritan Order in the United States, and finally the Declaration of Independence, the Constitution, and the separation of power, the modern United States was finally established. Only Protestant countries in the world are relatively prosperous with liberty, while many other countries have many gods, but their gods have not led their people out of slavery or tyranny towards prosperity and liberty. Seeing this, would you doubt the actions of the Protestant society? When you see machinery, vehicle, and various aircraft built based on classical mechanics, would you doubt the accuracy of Newton's three laws of motion? If there is no God as essence of a society, then the whole society would revolve around power to establish the political system and the legal system. For example, ancient China did not have a justice department. In all dynasties, all were called Department of Punishment. These departments were henchmen of power, not for seeking justice, but for suppression descendants. If God doesn't exist, look at what happened in the country that loudly proclaimed God is dead, leading and causing 2 world wars and horrendous genocides. Second, God is the creator. All men are created equal by God, and no one can violate the liberty of others, even if he is a president to the common people, even if he is king to the common people, even if she is a powerful mother to a fetus. No one is above others. God takes good care of human hearts, especially those in positions of power. The President of the United States must be a person who believes in God. Although this is slowly weakening, we are equal before the Creator. This is extremely important. With the belief in God, we naturally respect others. Others are gifts from God, as are you and me. And we naturally must treat God's creations seriously. In countries without belief in God, the relationship between people can only be determined by other external things, such as wealth, occupation. Without equal right before God, it is difficult for people to have political consultations and cooperations. Without belief in God, many times, the strong cannot have the proper respect for the weak, and naturally there will be swords of a center to enslave others. Third, God is the truth. Without the 10 Commandments of God, without this most basic judgment of right and wrong, human society is difficult to establish a stable upper structures. I often use an analogy. Human society is like a precision computer in the hands of God. The 10 Commandments are like binary judgment in personal values. And under the same circumstance, they cannot be reversed due to external temperature change. Otherwise, the entire system will malfunction. Of course, there are also some electronic components in the system that do not play a fundamental role, and whether those are in effect will not affect the system. But most of the components must be correct. In some secular society, without the 10 Commandments as the basic judgments, history is often written by the victors. For example, the rulers in secular society often propagandize to the common people that killing descendants is for social stability, because their thoughts and actions will subvert the national regime, causing social turmoil and major disasters. So killing them is normal. If based on the 10 Commandments, killing is a crime, whether it is done by the ruler or anyone else, the other commandments are equally the only standards for judging right and wrong in social life. A famous American conservative, Leo Strauss, once said, "If all values are equal, then cannibalism is just a matter of taste. Fourth, God is our strong support against surveillance and the maintenance of truth. God is a height that humanity cannot reach. With the development of science, when humans are building the Tower of Babel of science, they often forgot to enforce the social foundations of the entire science. Or they simply cannot see that the foundations of the Tower of Babel lies in God. No matter how developed science is, human cannot fully understand society. No matter how righteous it is, it cannot reach the righteousness of God. No matter how accurately the facts are described, there will be deviations when describing. And no matter how accurate the measurement is, it is difficult to measure absolute correct data. Let alone humans' understanding of all aspects of history and society. Recognizing our own bias can better rely on God. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. With the development of a technology, more and more large technology companies are beginning to play the role of God, conducting various analysis and judgment of a so-called truth information in social life, guiding public opinion, controlling people's thoughts and behaviors, playing the role of God, and the government also guides people's life, controls individuals' vaccine situations, and check the fact of speech. In any case, we must resist the regulation of people's life and the monitoring of free thinking by high-tech companies or those organizations and governments. C.S. Lewis once said, Aristotle said that some people were only fit to be slaves. I do not contradict him, but I reject slavery because I see no man fit to be masters. Every time I read this sentence, I feel quite shocked. I want to say I do not reject surveillance, but I see no one fit to monitor us except God. I will continue with the third part of a Liberty Quadrilogy in the next video. Please like, share, and subscribe.